Hello, good evening. It's Monday, so we are playing with a monthly make. I've just noticed I've got washi tape stuck to my desk. That doesn't look good, does it? Anyway, it's monthly make Monday, so we are going to be playing with our gorgeous cake stamps, which shouldn't have moved. It'll be just on my desk. Yeah, there they are. They're all there. Big cakes over there. So I've literally just and I was subtle, but I'm not. I'm going for a rainbow cake because everybody wants a cake, don't they? Evening. So that is what we're going to do tonight. So I just need to change my stamp and my inks. Just bear with 2 minutes. Actually, I forgot to pop your bear. Let me think. There we go. Evening, Mum. So, like I say, I want to do a rainbow, but you'll notice that I'll do 5 layers. But I'm going to a couple of colours rainbow. So I'm going to go red. I'm not going to do orange, violet, because one of my wilted violets is actually blue. Oh, we're having problems now. Probably, we have got really bad weather at the moment, so it could possibly be that. A really nasty storm overhead. We're going to have green, I want a blue, and I want yellow. That's what I'm looking for. Could actually be because I keep turning around. Eek. So let me grab, there you go. So red, orange, I'm going to skip yellow, green, I might want a bit more of a green. And I don't want that darker blue. I want more of a blue, not a dark blue. So yeah, I decided literally about less than 5 minutes ago that what I had planned I didn't want to do anymore. So we're going to do a rainbow instead because I think we need cheering up today because it is a little bit chilly out there. I don't know about you, but we're starting to get a little bit of snow coming. There you go. So yeah, green, blue. We're going to peacock feathers. I know it's not a blue, it's a blue. Oh, evening everyone. So evening. Oh, it's pants over on YouTube tonight. YouTube's a little bit more stable. Lindsay, snow's on forecast. It definitely is. It's trying here, though I don't know whether I can call what it's doing at the moment. Trying. There's more rain than snow, shall we say. Even Bear's getting excited. So he told me I've got to wake him up early if the snow arrives. We might have a bit of snow, we might not. Evening, Maxine. So I don't need my card yet. What I'm going to start with is I've got a scrap piece of card that's rather large and a desk that's got rather messy again, but nothing's new. And I'm hoping that today I need a bit of new. Sometimes if you don't keep your stamps on your rabbit, they do get a little bit not sticky like that one. So what it needs is a bit of a clean and a bit of a warm up and it'll be fine. Just going to give it a quick rub and a bit of a warm up. So decision time, are we going? I think I'm going to go red to purple. You know what I'm like with my colours. There we go, the warm up as well would help. Realising you're saying things in Christmas. There has to be finds in the corner. I'll have something. I think I am wrong. Let's see if that's might do. Nearly. Right. Needed a little bit longer just to want. It'll be fine. Right, so I'm going to do decisions. I'm going to do purple at the top. So I'm going to go purple. And that's the beauty of having your background up. Because then you can put your colour in. We know masking. I've got my distress inks tonight because I want that love, not solid colours. Oh, ham and cheese omelette. Delicious. I might have a ham and cheese omelette for my tea. Oh, no, whether we've got ink pad, yeah, but I don't want. What I want is to just a quick fritz. Ooh, let's just say I missed when I spritzed. My hand will stamp. And if you're going straight onto your card, you might just want to just tidy up a little so that you water spots and inkies. But I'm going on to scrap this out, so it doesn't really make a splot. Just like that. Don't know. Yeah, I think we are having problems with YouTube tonight. It is cutting in and out, isn't it? So there's that one. And what do I need to do? Red, yellow. So my bottom is yellow. And blue. Held for. I've got my colour. I should have done my detail first. So I'm just going to quickly do that. But before I do that, I need to. YouTube is definitely. That's all. It's really delayed over on YouTube, so apologies. I'll blame the weather. I know it's not the weather. Well, it might be. It might just be that cold. So I didn't that cold in here, and then I've been in since the kids are from school, and I come back out and it's like, ooh, it's very crispy underfoot as well. Walking through the garden, so it just doesn't freeze tonight because it freezes all tomorrow. The amount of water that's down. So I'll just stamp this one on here. Would have been a better idea to stamp it. That wasn't a noise, was it? Stamp your detail and then stamp your colour. Don't get overexcited and then start getting your spinner pick. To be fair, I'm playing up in this weather because my old achy bones don't like the weather. The cold. Right, I'm going to ink that one again. So I've got yellow. I shouldn't really work on top of my square. And then I'm going to zip it round. I'm going to get my blue. Still working on top of myself. There we go. And then I'm just going to give this a spritz again. And then we're just going to snuggle it in. Isn't it? You will know slightly bigger than the bottom bit because I wanted that kind of like edge to it, if that makes sense. Set them because that would look really cool. I'm thinking we might need a present to go with it at some point. Right, let me get that dry. Now, who doesn't fancy a bit of rainbow cake? I remember having them as a kid, all different layers in them. I've got to admit, it's very set in our house what cakes we have. With the lady, it's always chocolate. The answer is always chocolate cake for her. And Bear, it's generally whichever one you fancy. Everyone has a picture on it. You know, the roll-out icing. I wouldn't fancy rolling out enough icing to cover a 5-tier cake. That would be some work, wouldn't it? Now, in terms of colouring this in, I am going to go for my pens. And I'm going to stick to... Oh, my pen drawer didn't want to open then. I found... How did you get in there? That's a bit rude, look. I found embossing powder. And you can see how old that is. No, maybe you can't. There you go. £2.95 for embossing powder. You can tell how old that one is. Been looking for that. I'm going to put it with its embossing powder friends. How it got in there? What is that? Right, I'm going to use my purple pen. Red. There. Red on green. And go with that one, I think is probably That's bright pink. It's not purple at all. Oh, I just nearly coloured it in. That one I'll have to do. There we go. I'm well chuffed I found my embossing powder. I never thought to look in my pen pot for my embossing powder, but hey, there we go. It will. You find stuff, don't you? Just don't. In my case, I don't always find it in the places I thought it would be. Right, so I'm going to go with the grey as well. Around at the same time. So I'm going to do my grey because I like just a bit to our scribbly lines. You really do much with these, do you? I guess I'm using yellow next, so it keeps falling off. Now it isn't going to go over my green, but I can give the idea of it, isn't it? There we go. My green. The pens are revolting, they keep running. A bit dripping icing, or frosting, whatever you want to call it. You don't really have to, because they're quite easy to close, and all of them you stay. It's got yellow on it, isn't it? Working. There we go. And I'm going to colour in my frosting as well, but then I might go over it. Mine's okay, isn't it? And on my card as well. I thought I had it pretty set in my head what I wanted to do, but as always, things are only about cracking in it. The basic. There we go. I'll go over purple a little bit, and then I'm going to do a bit of that. There we go. Right, I'm going to. Could have done it so I was waiting. Right. Space. And I have my sentiment in there. I'm going to use one of ones. There we go. Beth just sent me a message. It's trying to snow. Yep. I don't know when I went in there. I haven't. I have this rather large looking card. So I need to make a background for it. I've got a couple of choices here. Normally I start with my background way of working for me. I've got a couple of choices. I'm loving light cans, so I could do some of our 5 different colours in the background. I could do some splats, bunting and birds. All of those things would make a really nice little back. So in terms of so is it a candle on the top as well. Then we would have got what we've done, a little purple candle at the top. I think for our background, yep, may even put it in there, and then we'll put Aged to Perfection Sweetened by Cake on there as well. So I'm going to pull them both off so I don't forget what I'm doing, because that's always a possibility. I do think we'll put Happy Birthday in there as well. And then I've still got to... The reason I'm a little bit reluctant to do a smooshy background is they're going to mix and merge, because you can need to be really careful that they don't get too muddy. Because that's the risk you always run with distress inks. Oxides, not a problem, because you dry them in between and generally will stay to their colours. Inks, not going to happen. They are going to mix and merge a lot more. So, I need to kind of stay down this side, don't I? I'm going to start off with my yellow. And I am still thinking. The old grey matter's not working quite as quick today though. So I might just do a couple of the colours, not try and do all 5, because I think that's where I'll get into a bit of a pickle, won't I? So I'm going to go with my yellow. Yellow because it's the palest and it also makes a really great base. You'll notice I've put a lot of water on there. Sorry, I just hit the mic then. Nearly knocked you all out. And we are going to splatter because it's a birthday. We are going to have some splatters like confetti. Go. Dry that off. And then we're going to hit it with the heat gun. It is cold at the moment, isn't it? I do actually surely think that I slowed down cold. I don't like it. I've got a lump in the brain cells. That can't be hard, to be honest. So like this, I'm going to put a bit of the blue in. It might be a bit too much, but if we put yeah, that's 2. You skip one. I am trying splatters in one place, but you know it's hard, isn't it? I always want to go where you want to go. I think that should be it. And I think in terms of splatterage, I'm quite happy with that. Clean my paintbrush out a little bit. Otherwise, next time I go to use it, it just does not want. I think the problem this year is it's gone from warmish. The temperature really plummeted, hasn't it? The last few days. Mr. Who kept asking me if it was out there for frozen. So he wasn't very happy when he had to then start de-icing the car. I de-ice the car, but it does look quite good. Okay, well, it's not a little, a rather large cake. And then I want happy birthday. Oh, excuse me, confetti. Evening, Sue. Birthday. Happy birthday. Happy. Now everything's stuck in the wrong place. We might even do stamp happy birthday down there, which we might. And then come back to it if we don't like. Just using. Probably terrible to be able to see it on the screen. So add. Because that got me back into mustard seed, because it was one we were discussing it. One there and one there, I think. You can really tell what it's that. And then I'm just going to give it a quick wipe because obviously we're using distress inks and they are a lot tolerant. That ink pad has got embossing powder over it. Wonder what it was. Solid over. Words. Again, words failing me. So yeah, I'm aiming for where. Forget if I look pale, a pale blue. I'm going to do that one there. So when I pop that back on there, we have got a whole lot of happy birthdays going on. I'm just going to give that a quick wipe. And then before I remove these inks out of the way, because I think looking black, for some reason I thought that was grey. So I want to stamp it now. It would have been easier if I'd have made my up, I know, earlier, because at the moment it's quite twisted and a little bit difficult to stamp on top of. So I'm just going to use a little bit. So when I pop this in, I'm going to move. I'm going to start moving that bit. Just moving it out of the way. Oh, apology, I was mumbling. Oops, I've got something on my stamp. Never even noticed. We're doing that. There we go. Put my stamp back on there, and then see, that's a whole flapping piece of card around your desk. She says, "Take do." But what I want to do is see if I need to stop. I need to stop throwing things around, don't I? I was wondering whether. No, I think it would be. Let's stand a bit. I'm just going to stamp that. I do quite like it. If I stamp that in grey, colour that over the top in black. Let's give it a whirl, shall we? Let's work. My desk isn't working. No, I'm going to grab my scrap of cardboard and put this thing on, it will stick. See, this is the problem with sticking my stamps back on the carrots. Stamp this one up in the corner here, and I'm going to stamp it grey. I'm not going to use that grey, I'm going to use the little grey because it's slightly paler. So, scrappage there. So that's that grey, smoky grey. I would struggle with this one. It's like an off black rather than a grey. If that's not the definition of grey. So I'm going to go for my little one. Or, what's the other one? London for not watering. I just need to make sure I ink this up properly. It's unbelievable, lots of the cut out. Probably out of anything there. I'm going to move it inside because that corner's a bit ding. There we go. Perfect colour choice there. I'll give myself that one. So I'm not. So I can turn it the way and I can see. Slightly like that. But I do any of that. I'm a drive. And I bet you can't guess which two colours. Yep, indeed, the same use for the background. So then it kind of feels like my yellow. Good, that took me long enough to find them the first time. So I'm going to do 2 yellow, then up. Oh, I'm actually going to do 2 blue and 1 yellow. And the reason for that, so we've got to ask your palest colour you'd do more of, yeah? That was my darkest I would be writing, whereas ideally I want my palest colour. So I'm going to do 2 dark and then what I need it to be really. So I want this one yellow, but we do need a better colour. Now again, I'm in distress, I put this with my oxides. No harm doing it that way either. And we want our blue. So obviously my background. I don't think I told you what other colour. And door and peel paint were my other ones. So again, I'm just going to pick this up. Oops. Not the best of. This could really it. Let's see if it good or not. Just out. Into a pickle. Yeah. So different. We've got for grey. Never mind. Dark. Like adding a little bit. Got for grey. Never mind. Dark. Like adding a little bit. That should have been on the other side. Hey ho. A bit, I suppose. That should have been on the other side. Hey ho. A bit, I suppose. So I made a pickle. Pickle over that one. So I need to try and make it pickle over that one. So I need to try and make it level. I'm going to pop it there. Put the line on that. I'm going to pop it there. Put the line on that bunting to be divide upon it. make this because it'll like complement that other card. Make this because it'll like complement that other card. I can't make it wide. Jump. Yeah. Again, I was trimming need to, and I've got to. That's okay. Yeah. It's cold or whatever. I can pinch a smidge off it, can't I? And then I'm going to mat it on. I think in the long term. There we go. To be fair, I've probably got 0.5 centimetre off my scrap, which is your scraps and your ribbon box at the same time. Oh, I've just found a pollet in there. And some foam pads. Oh, I'll have them while I'm down here. Right, you can tell they've probably just been picked up and put in here when I've been tidying my scrap boxes off. Right. You see, I could go for this box very much. I found which would have looked wasn't enough for my scrappy piece. So I have got some blue with that. No, it's the wrong kind of blue. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oops. Silver. Let's have a bit of silver on there. I think silver or black or a bit of yellow. I think that yellow could look quite good as well. I'm getting all excited now. And you know what? Just to finish it off, I've got a bit of turquoise as well, like peacock feathers. So that didn't really help, did it, when I went through my boxes? So now we need to make a decision. Which one? It's well worth it because I found some foam pads. You never have enough foam pads, can you? You know what? That yellow is jumping out to me. Absolutely jumping out. I'm going to use that scrap of yellow. Move that to one side. I did see my glue a minute ago. There we go. Evening, Noala. There we go. Sometimes you've just got to let your glue run down, don't you? Oops-a-daisy. I've got glue everywhere. I am such a messy crafter, it's unbelievable at times. I end up wearing the products more than I end up using them. There we go. I do love that idea with the bunting behind it. I can't remember off the top of my head. There we go, that's better, isn't it? And I've only used a smidgen of that yellow, but I think it was the perfect choice. And now I've got some foam pads, I can put it all together as well. She says, but she's missing. I thought at some point I'd cut up my backing of my card. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? So I'm going to just stick that down, because you could do that. Totally base, couldn't you? Unless you're a messy monkey like me, and then I can never work directly onto my base card. Because I always make such a mess. I'm just going to turn that over. So I've done 7 by 7, so that trim down be 6 3/4, be 6 3/4. Used our mustard and our peacock feather background with our little bird eye. I'm going to put some foam pads on you. I'm going to combine my foam pads because I see the big ones, which are like the deepest foam pads you will ever get in your. Oops, she says. Oh, they fell off